Hi, I'm Julian, and welcome back to Solar Stories, where we take you behind the scenes of some of the most memorable installations my company, Crimson Power, has carried out. In this episode, we're in Ikoyi, Lagos, a place where the power needs are big and so are the energy bills. Our client came to us with a clear goal: build a system that cuts out diesel, reduces dependency on expensive IPP grid power, and pays for itself over time. This Ikoyi home has reduced its grid dependence by around 75%, and today I'll show you exactly how we did it. The client didn't want a temporary fix. He wanted a durable, data-driven solar system that could power his lifestyle and grow with his needs. When we were first introduced to the site, the project was at its last stage of construction, so we proposed a phased solution. Start with the core inverter and battery backbone and expand into solar once we had usage data. We kicked things off with 3 units of 5 kVA Victron Multiplus 2 inverters, configured for 3-phase power. That's 15 kVA of inverter capacity. For storage, we installed 15 units of Pylontech US 5000 batteries. Together, that gave the home reliable 24/7 power from day one. No panels yet, but full battery backup. At the initial stage, the system covered about 50% of the home's energy needs. All of your basic power appliances and some air conditioners. This significantly reduced the reliance on the generator coming on during blackouts. We didn't just jump straight into solar. Instead, we monitored the client's real power usage using VRM. Oh, by the way, that's Victron's remote monitoring system, which gave us detailed insight into daily load curves, peak usage patterns, and actual inverter performance. With this data, we could size the solar array with precision. Solar without data is just expensive guessing. A few months later, we expanded the system by adding solar. We installed 55 high-efficiency panels connected to a 15 kilowatt Fronius grid tie inverter alongside a 6 kilowatt Victron hybrid inverter for seamless integration. This upgrade increased the system's coverage to about 60%, now handling most of the home's daytime loads and extending battery uptime well into the night. We built a solar setup with 2 basic brains, Fronius and Victron, working together in sync. A system like this is called an AC coupled system. Now every site has its surprises. One of them was cabling issues. The inverter room was already created from the get-go, but the cabling routes between the roof space and the inverter room wasn't that straightforward. We had to bring in the original building supervisor to help us identify clean parts without damaging finishing and creating future access issues. We also had a challenge with one of the main loads. A 4 horsepower air conditioner unit was a challenge. We struggled with it for some time to get it running on the solar system, eventually succeeded. But before you start saying that it had to do with the inrush currents, yes, we checked all of that as well and made sure we had covered for that, but it was still giving us challenges, and that wasn't the problem at the end of the day. Another challenge was load assumptions. Before installations, we could only estimate the usage. But once we had the system up and running, VRM data gave us the real numbers, and that allowed us to design and scale with confidence. Solar works best when you plan for it at the design stage, and this project proved that. Most recently, we upgraded the system again by installing another 3 units of Victron Multiplus 2 5 kVA inverters. That brings the total inverter capacity to 60 kVA, giving the clients 10 kVA on each phase. With this final upgrade, the system now covers roughly 80% of the home's total energy needs, powering nearly all the major appliances, lighting, ACs, and general use equipment. Grid use is now minimal, limited to rare occasions like extended cloudy days or exceptionally high demand moments. Let's talk performance. Over the past year, the system has logged nearly 20,000 kilowatt hours of total energy use. Out of that, more than 18,000 kilowatt hours came directly from solar. Grid usage was just a little over 4,000 kilowatt watts. And with the most recent upgrade now active, we expect the solar to consistently cover upwards of 75% of the home's consumption moving forward. The batteries, if you recall, 15 units of Pylontech US 5000 have been cycling daily, with an average state of charge between 40 and 90%. We're seeing healthy depth of discharge, usually down to about 30%, and a full recharge during sunlight hours. This Ikoyi home runs primarily on sunlight, and the numbers speak for themselves. There are a few big lessons from this project. First, plan for solar from day one. I always tell the architects, design with solar in mind. It's better than a retrofit solution. Because the client made the early provision for inverter space, roof access, and panel orientation, we avoided many of the common issues we face in retrofits. Second, build in phases. You don't need to do it all at once. A thoughtful plan allows you to scale up smoothly. Third, use data. VRM logs gave us the insights to design with accuracy and confidence. And finally, teamwork matters. From our engineering crew to the original builders, it took collaboration to bring that system to life. Solar isn't just about panels, it is about the plan. So, that's a wrap on this solar story. If you're building a new home, office building, factory, renovating, or just tired of unreliable power, let's talk. If you like this video, hit that like button, subscribe, and follow us for more real stories, real systems, and real results. Thank you, and take care. Until next time.